Hunkydory's Frosted Florals Filigree Frames. That's a mouthful, but it has laser cut frames, silver and gold foiling, a shimmering pearlescent finish. That is the difference. We've had filigree frames before, but the Frosted Florals, that's the new part here, because you're going to get those shimmering pearlescent finishes here. Now we're going to start with this inspiration and instruction sheet. So lots of inspirations on the front for how to use these great filigree die cut pieces, which are laser cut pieces, which I will show you in just a moment, and more ideas on the back, but also instructions, and they're going to tell you what's the best way to use the elements in this kit. There are several different elements, and I can go through those with you right now. It starts with 16 panels of these laser cut frames. Now these are really easy to separate with a craft knife. So if I pull this to the side for just one moment so that you can see, they are cut almost all the way through, but it's not the kind of perforation that you want to pull apart with your fingers. Don't do that. You want to use a craft knife or scissors. If I get in close, I'll show you why, because the little connections, they're about 1/4 of an inch across. That's a pretty good gap. So I would definitely cut those, either snip them with scissors or use a craft knife, and that's going to take them apart easy. So the panels, 16 of them, you're going to get 2 of each design. They are 4 inches by 4 inches and 4 inches by 6 inches, and you see they've been laser cut. So they've got this gorgeous, really intricate cut work in there, and then different shapes, a heart shape, an ornate edge square, a label shape that's almost ovaled, and then a rectangle shape that has scalloped edges. Now that's new in this kit, and I just think that's beautiful. So 2 of each of the designs, so you're going to get 2 sheets that are like that. So that's 8 of those panels, and then you're going to get 2 sheets like this one. It has those same areas here in the center, but the cut work behind is different. So if I put these next to each other, you're going to see the cut work is just a little bit different. So 2 sheets of this, 16 panels total, and they are made for perfect stacking with these 40 silver and gold foiled die cuts. Now these are meant to use perfectly with those laser cut images. You've got these gold foiled, we've got silver foiled too, die cuts that are going to pop out, and then this surrounding area you're going to cut out. So cut along here, cut along here. You will use these pieces on your card, and I'll show you that in just a moment, but you're also going to use those die cuts, and you have sentiments and lots of different kinds. Let's see, handmade for you, sending birthday love, enjoy your day, thank you to someone very special, get well soon. Pretty typical of Hunkydory is that they're going to give you several items to choose from. Of these, you're going to get at least 2 sheets of each one of these designs. So you get all of these, plus you get them in silver with different floral artworks. And the cool thing about this is that these have a pearlescent shimmer. So you can sort of see that shine. That's not just gloss, it's pearlescent. So in person, that really is just got this light sparkle to it. Shimmering florals, just really beautiful. This one is in silver, and it has the shapes of what's going to fit on the center of those laser cut images. 2 each of those. So you've got all of those die cuts to choose from. You're also getting scored and printed card blanks. This one is scored down the center. It's printed on one side, and you're going to fold it, and there you have a 5-inch by 5-inch card. So we've got the 5-inch cards, and they are in images that are going to match the different styles of artwork that are in with this kit. You're going to get 2 of each of those designs. So that's what you're seeing here. Beautiful design work to place your laser cut images on. You're also getting 5 by 7 scored and printed card blanks. They are blank on the inside, but I've got a way to decorate the inside too that I'll show you about in just a minute. 2 of each of those. So they are scored down the center, so you don't have to measure over and do that. That's done for you. You just fold them, and you've got a beautiful card. 2 of each of those beautiful floral images, so beautiful. And this is that shimmering as well. It's got the shimmering pearlescent finish, so that is a beautiful look. And it just kind of goes throughout the kit, and that's what's been different about it. You're also getting 8 printed sheets with that pearlescent finish. These are not die cut, and they are papers, not cardstock, but you're getting 8 of them, and that's 32 images total. They're going to match the designs that you've been looking at here. So I think 4 of each of these, 4 of each design, so 32 images total. You can cut these out. It's just going to extend your ability to make more cards. So while I'm sure it says with those 16 panels you can make 16 of those laser cut cards, you've got this to do even more, and some of those die cuts you're going to be able to use with that too. And we also have 16 matching inserts for each of those cards. So the 5x5 cards, the 5x7 cards, these are matching inserts. It's kind of a little bit of a ghosted image. So you just take them, you fold them, you place them inside your card. So now when you open your card, you've got this nice insert. Or you could use these completely separately, fold it like this, and just have a nice little note to send to someone. Just great ways of making your card making go longer. So 16 total, so 8 each with all of those different images to go with that artwork. And of course you're going to get cards to go with them, cards for the 5x and cards for the 5x5, cards for the 5x7. So you're going to get 8 each, so 16 total. And let me show you what one of those cards can look like. So there it is with all of the elements in place, and this is the standard way of using this. You've got that beautiful laser cut design. You've got it set over one of the background pieces. I can see that shimmering back there. And then you've got the die cut placed on the front. So simple to do. You just cut out and then you put it on that beautiful card blank, and then you can open it to the inside and you can leave it blank, or you can use one of those wonderful inserts that will match perfectly to go on the inside of your card. Simple to do. In fact, let me show you how that's done real briefly, and then I'll show you a couple of other examples. So here are those laser cut pieces. I talked about how to separate them. You want to make sure you cut them to separate them. Once you have them, here is one of the laser cut pieces, and by the way, this on one side is quite white. On the other side, you're going to see a little bit of a brown edging. Because they're laser cut, it gets sort of a burn look to it. I think that's inherent to the product, but it's a good look, so you can choose like a brown edge or the white. Plus you can ink these or use embossing powders to make it any color you want, which is a really nice way to go for that. So here is from the die cut sheet. I cut it out around the outer edges. I'm going to pop out that center die cut, and this is going to get placed on your card blank. Fold your card. You can glue this in place right on the front of your card, just like so. Place the laser cut image right on top of there, so that what that does is give it a background to look through for their a little bit darker background, so it really shows nicely. And then you can glue, or I suggest foam taping this in place right here. You can also foam tape that laser cut piece right in the center. If you use foam tape right here, if you use the foam tape only right here in the center, then it's going to sit up nicely. Really gives you a nice shadow. And that's a finished card. I mean, that's really all you have to do. And then if you want to, you can use that insert, fold the insert just like so. I'm holding those in place because I didn't glue them yet, but that will make a really nice finished card by putting that on the inside. Beautiful finished card. And then you've got these to either put on the inside of your card or use this on the front instead of that die cut piece. And then if you want to, you can save this and put a frame behind, put a photo behind it for a scrapbook page. So lots of different ways to use those. Let me show you a couple of other quick examples, and then we'll be all done. So this is beautiful, just doing it just the way I showed you, popping out that die cut, placing it over the laser cut piece, which is over that background die cut piece. But the card, we used the card blank, but we actually scored it down the front panel so it could become an easel card. So that's a great look and really simple to do. They're simple, but they're gorgeous. And this one, we've taken that laser cut piece, You can ink it up with a Versamark ink pad and then sprinkle it with glitter embossing powder or any other kind of embossing powder and make it just a little bit different. So what a beautiful look. And you're always going to have extra sentiments. You could even put those on the inside. So beautiful looks with Hunkydory's Frosted Florals filigree frames.